Okay, guys, so we're going to be working on our daily reading. And so we're on Thursday. And so we're actually reading the same story from Wednesday about the mouse and the crocodile. So let's go back and read over it before we move on to the questions. So it says, let me fix this real quick. One day, a little gray mouse was wandering along the banks of a stream when she noticed a patch of bright red berries on the other side. She was sitting there trying to figure out how to cross the stream and get to the yummy berries, when suddenly a friendly crocodile came swimming past. "Dear Mr. Crocodile, will you let me ride on your back so I can cross the other side of the stream?" asked Mouse. "Why, of course," replied the crocodile. "But I would like for you to scratch my back in exchange." Mouse looked puzzled. "Scratch your back?" she asked. Mr. Crocodile replied, "I've had an itch for ages that I just can't reach with these short little legs." In the end, Mouse made it to the berry patch, and Mr. Crocodile no longer had an itch. So the crocodile was able to help the mouse, and the mouse was able to help the crocodile. So let's look at our first question. It says, which meaning best fits why patch is used in the story? So if you notice, we have the word patch, and it's highlighted. And we're going to highlight the sentence. If you have a highlighter, you can. If not, underline. We're going to highlight the sentence that the word is used in. So it starts, in the end, Mouse made it to the berry patch. So here we have this box, and it's telling us the word patch, and it's like a dictionary entry. Okay, so it's telling us if we were to look in the dictionary to look up this word, these are the definitions that we would find. So patch is our word. It's telling us how we pronounce it, and it's giving us 1, 2, 3, 4 definitions, and it's telling us the part of speech that that word is used. So number 1, a piece of cloth used to mend a torn area, a small piece of ground, a temporary electric or telephone connection, placing a piece of material over a weak point. So let's look at meaning number 1, a piece of cloth used to mend a torn area. Our sentence, in the end, Mouse made it to the berry patch. So are they talking about a piece of cloth? No. Number 2, a small piece of ground. So berries, where do we find berries? In like somewhere where they're going to plant them. So that would be somewhere like in a garden, maybe you go to pick berries or strawberries. So that could possibly be our answer because we would find that in the ground. Meaning number 3, a temporary electrical or telephone connection. Are we talking about any type of electrical or telephone? No. D, placing a piece of material over a weak point. Are we talking about a piece of material? No. So B is my answer. The way they're using the word patch in a sentence is referring to a small piece of ground where we have berries. Okay. Which sentence best shows Mr. Crocodile's problem? So remember in the story, he had a problem. So let's read our answer choices and see. A, Mr. Crocodile replied, I've had an itch for ages that I can't reach with these short legs. Possibly, that could be his problem because remember he needed him to scratch. He wasn't able to scratch it. B, dear Mr. Crocodile, will you let me ride on your back so I can cross the other side of the stream, asked Mouse. That's Mouse's problem. We want to know Crocodile's problem, so B cannot be our answer. C, she was sitting there trying to figure out how to cross the stream to get the yummy berries when suddenly a friendly crocodile came swimming past. Nope, that's the mouse. They're talking about the mouse there. D, in the end, Mouse made it to the berry patch and Mr. Crocodile no longer had an itch. This is our solution. So A is crocodile's problem. Okay, let's look at the very bottom. So this is the exit ticket. This is what you're going to be submitting into me. In your own words, explain what the conflict or problem is in the story. So in your own words, you're going to tell me the conflict, which is another word for problem. So tell me, what is the problem in the story? And there's kind of two problems in the story. So in your own words, do not go back and copy the sentences from the story. In your own words, tell me what the conflict, guys, conflict is a synonym for problem. It's another way to say the problem of the story. What is the conflict in our story? Okay, and in your own words, and it has to be in a complete sentence.